Hey everyone, I'm Kevin from Quark, and this is my most viewed video.
Rating breakfasts around the world. France.
90 million people watch me rate the French breakfast. This is my second most viewed video. This is my third most viewed video. This is my fourth. It's really obvious that a lot of people like me rating food, specifically food associated with countries or cultures around the world. But today I wanted to come here and tell you that I kinda think those videos are bad. And I kind of want to stop making them. But before all of you unfollow me, this probably doesn't mean what you think it means. Videos about food around the world will continue. I really like making them. I just want to change my approach. When I started making these videos, it was purely for fun. I didn't think much of it on a deeper level. I was just making some food and putting a rating on it from 0 to 10. And people liked it. People were watching it. But in the past year or so, I think I started thinking a little bit more in depth about these videos. Like I asked myself, are these videos good for the world? So first, I feel like I have to say that in my opinion, there's a lot of good and a lot of undeniable fun about trying food around the world. And I still want to keep that in my content. But there's a way more nuanced conversation to be had about the underlying complexities of food. Food has history. It is deeply ingrained in culture. Food is inherently political. Food is tied to identity. And all these things are serious, and I really deeply care about them. You know, seeing a random white guy on the internet strip a dish from its cultural and historical context, probably executing it wrong on some level, let's be honest, and then slapping a very specific number on it, and then putting that number against other countries and their own food, I think it's wrong. I think it's not good. Now, my heart was always in the right place. I wanted to convey the feeling that I was just some guy in his kitchen, not really knowing how to cook, just trying these dishes for the first time. I wasn't trying to present myself as an authority on how to make these dishes authentically. But that vibe was kind of in opposition to me then immediately putting a number on a dish, like a very specific decimal number on a dish, on a country. Like, who am I to rank countries, like literally stacking countries with numbers? I'm not that guy. That's horrible. Not to mention, I'm essentially just boiling down an entire culture to one dish that I'm making. Like, pancakes are not the only thing Americans eat in the morning. Butter chicken is just a tiny droplet in the vast world of Indian cuisine. And hagelslag, well, that I still think that's kind of ridiculous. Sorry, Dutchies. I like haring. Of course, I never meant anything bad. I just wanted to build a fun game around my content. And I can't do that anymore because it just feels icky. I always liked the idea of a rating system to express my personal opinion on the food that I'm making. I always thought it was fun. But this number system with the decimals and everything, it just implies a certain objectivity that is definitely not there. It feels like a hard science, and it's very much not a hard science. It's a feeling, it's a vibe, a very personal vibe. So I'm getting rid of the number system. I'm getting rid of the rankings. I don't want to be moving around countries on a board, putting one on top of the other. That's not me anymore. That just cringes me out right now, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I thought about it, and I think I will implement a way more loose system that is strictly expressing my very personal and subjective feelings on the food. Introducing Kevin's star system. When I rate food now, from my purely personal experience, I will assign them stars. 1 star is something I don't like at all. 5 stars is obviously something I really, really, really like. And I will reserve an additional 6 star for the dishes that are like exceptional, mind-blowing, they change my life. Because that does happen, and I really want a way to convey that feeling with a simple system. So I know what you're thinking. Isn't this kind of the same thing? It's just rating, but a little less strict. And in a way, yes, I am kind of still rating the food, but I want to get rid of that terminology as much as I can and remove all the objectivity about it, because that's what bothers me. I'm still very interested in expressing my personal opinion on the food because I think that's fun, and this system just feels better. I don't know how to describe it, it just feels better for now. The more important change is that I will completely stop ranking countries. I'll just give these stars out to specific dishes, kind of just expressing how much I like them. And also, more importantly, I will put a lot more effort into understanding the cultural and historical context of the dishes, and I want you to hold me accountable on that. I know this might seem confusing for now, but I strongly think you will feel a change in my content. And I think a change for the better. So with that being said, I really want kind of a fresh start with me making these videos around the world because they make me very excited, they make me happy. But I felt like I couldn't move on before addressing these issues and making my new approach very clear. I also want this to be an open conversation. So please let me know your thoughts. I am always willing to change and adjust my views in anything if it makes the world a better place. Because at the end of the day, I know it sounds cringy, but truly, I genuinely want my videos to make people happy. Because that makes me happy too. So yeah, that's kind of it. Let me know what dishes I should try. Let me know the stories behind them. And definitely expect more videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.